Hi, welcome to NBTV. Got a great nautical bite-sized bit to help your business grow this week, because here I am in the Red Sea. It's the final of our 3 episodes all the way from Egypt. And this one's a cracker, because while I've been here this week, I've been doing a lot of diving with my son Cameron. We love all the diving. It's just the best diving in the world. There's some amazing things that you can see when you get down 30 or 40 feet under the ocean. Now, a lot of people, of course, come here and they snorkel, and again, the snorkeling is brilliant, but it's not as good as the diving. And then there's some people that come here and they never go near the sea. They just imagine what it must be like under there. And this is our message for you this week, because, you know, one of the things I talk a lot about is this 1, 4, 15, 60 and 20. 1% of businesses super successful, very wealthy, 4% are rich, doing great, 15% are getting there, but 60% are getting by, and at any one time 20% are struggling. I don't care what sector or industry or location you're in, those numbers, broadly speaking, are true. Now, what that means for you, unless you are in the 1% in your industry or sector, it means that you ought to be spending some time working out, well, what are the guys in the 1 and the 4 doing so I can model them? Because let me tell you now, if you do the same things as the business in the 60 and the 20, you'll end up in the 60 and the 20, getting by or struggling. The place you want to be is in the 1 and the 4, and the only way to get there is to understand what those businesses in the 1 and the 4% are doing. So to do that, you've got to study them. Now, you can't study them by sitting on the beach wondering what's going on in those businesses. You'll learn nothing. You can study them by doing a bit of snorkeling, because it will give you an insight. Or you can get serious about this and go scuba diving, because when you get right down into it, oh my goodness, what you see and what you learn is so much more in detail and so much more. So what sort of things am I talking about? Well, are you on the mailing list of the people in the 1 and the 4? What do you mean you don't know? You know, have you gone onto their website? Have you asked for their info packs? Are you subscribed to their newsletters? Have you got into their stores and bought and spent money with them? Because that's the only way to find out how they treat you, what happens, what is their follow-up like, their customer service, how do they treat you as a customer? And if you're not going in to your competitor, to the 1 and the 4, not just your competitor, but the people in your industry that you aspire to, that you want to be like, if you're not spending money with them and spending time with them and properly studying them, then how are you ever going to get to where they get to? I hope that's kind of made sense for you. For me, it kind of worked really well, this. It is the difference between sitting on the beach, doing a bit of snorkeling, or going deep and scuba diving. By the way, I thought about recording this episode as a scuba diving, but you know what? You wouldn't be able to understand a word I'm saying. I hope that's not the case now. I'm doing some snorkeling this morning. I'll see you next week. More NBTV, bite-sized bits to help your business grow.